Ed Gein, the inspiration behind the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Ed Gein, a name that sends shivers down the spine of those who are familiar with his disturbing story, has left an indelible mark on popular culture. His gruesome crimes, macabre habits, and deeply disturbed psyche have inspired numerous books, movies, and music, immersing audiences in the darkest recesses of the human psyche. While many might associate Ed Gein with the fictional character Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, his influence extends far beyond a single film character. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, despite its fictional nature, carries a chilling air of reality. The film's narrative draws eerie inspiration from actual events, including the foreboding house inhabited by a cannibalistic family. This blend of fact and fiction adds to the film's aura of fear and has contributed to its status as one of the most influential horror movies of all time. The film is celebrated for breaking new ground in the horror genre, introducing audiences to a large, hulking, faceless figure as the killer, a characterization that still haunts the collective imagination. Viewers of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre may be forgiven for leaving the theater under the impression that they've witnessed a true story. The film's opening narration boldly declares the massacre as one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history. This deliberate marketing tactic by director Tobe Hooper was designed to attract a wider audience through campfire-style horror tales. It also aimed to tap into the cultural and political discussions of the 1970s, reflecting a society grappling with issues of government deceit and mistrust. Yet, the most significant influence behind the Texas Chainsaw Massacre's events lies in the terrifying story of Ed Gein, a serial killer whose crimes shook the nation in the 1950s. Both share a common trait of a low IQ, reflecting the disturbing reality of the real-life serial killer. Much like Gein, who also served as the inspiration for Norman Bates in Psycho, Leatherface also exhibits a penchant for wearing women's clothing and mutilating bodies. Gein's gruesome activities extended to exhuming corpses from local graveyards and fashioning trophies and keepsakes from their bones and skin. He also confessed to the murder of at least 2 women, marking a gruesome chapter in American crime history. Leatherface's practice of wearing the skin of his victims serves to add an element of mystery to the faceless killer while mirroring the sickening crimes of a notorious murderer. This eerie sense that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is based on a true story has propelled the film to unmatched success, drawing from real-life crime examples and laying the foundation for an iconic and enduring horror franchise that has spanned over 5 decades. Edward Theodore Ed Gein, born on August 27, 1906, and passed away on July 26, 1984, stands as an American murderer and body snatcher, leaving a legacy of horror and infamy. His crimes were committed in the vicinity of Plainfield, Wisconsin, and his notoriety extended far and wide when authorities uncovered his gruesome activities, which involved exhuming corpses from local graveyards and crafting trophies and keepsakes from their bones and skin. In 1957, Gein's crimes came to light when police found body parts in his house, leading to his shocking confession to the murders of 2 women, tavern owner Mary Hogan in 1954, and Bernice Worden, a local hardware store owner in 1957. Bernice Worden's body was discovered in Gein's shed, suspended upside down by ropes at her wrists and ankles, a gruesome display that echoed the butchery of a deer. She had been shot with a .22 caliber rifle, and her mutilation took place after her death. The search of Gein's house revealed a horrifying inventory of human remains and macabre items, including human bones, skin masks, bowls crafted from human skulls, and severed heads of women with the tops sawed off. The ghastly collection extended to chair seats covered in human skin, heads used as bedposts, organs stored in the refrigerator, a belt constructed from human female nipples, a lampshade made from a human face, and other horrifying artifacts that defy comprehension. These macabre items were photographed at the crime lab before being appropriately destroyed, leaving a chilling record of the extent of Gein's depravity. The saga of Ed Gein took another harrowing turn during his interrogation when he confessed to a series of nocturnal visits to local graveyards between 1947 and 1952. During these visits, he exhumed recently buried bodies while in a daze-like state. On approximately 30 of these occasions, Gein claimed to have snapped out of his trance in the cemetery, leaving the graves undisturbed and returning home empty-handed. However, on other visits, he successfully dug up the graves of recently interred middle-aged women who bore a resemblance to his mother, and he transported their bodies back to his residence. His admission to robbing 9 graves led investigators to their locations. To verify the credibility of his statements, authorities exhumed 2 of the graves and found them empty, further corroborating Gein's shocking confessions. The investigation into Ed Gein's crimes revealed that he had a disturbing penchant for collecting human facial skins, which he had described as relics from the Philippines, sent by a cousin who had served in World War II. However, upon closer examination, these artifacts were determined to be carefully peeled facial skins from human cadavers, used by Gein as masks to fulfill his unsettling fantasies. But Ed Gein's gruesome activities went beyond the desecration of graves and the creation of trophies. After his mother's death, Gein developed a peculiar desire to undergo a sex change. He harbored a fascination with donning the skins of women, creating a bizarre woman's suit that he used to impersonate females. This grotesque practice was described as an insane transvestite ritual, and Gein himself admitted that he did not engage in sexual acts with the corpses due to their putrid odor. His confession during interrogation also included the revelation of the shooting death of Mary Hogan, a tavern operator who had been missing since 1954. Initially considered unfit to stand trial, Gein underwent confinement in a mental health facility. It wasn't until 1968 that he faced trial for the murder of Worden and was subsequently sentenced to life imprisonment, which he served in a mental hospital. Ed Gein's post-mortem transformation into a reviled cultural figure extends to his bizarre aspirations. The impact of Ed Gein on popular culture cannot be overstated. His story has been adapted into several movies, including Deranged, 1974, In the Light of the Moon, 2000, later retitled Ed Gein for the US market, and Ed Gein, The Butcher of Plainfield, 2007. Yet it is his influence on fictional serial killers that truly sets him apart. Norman Bates from Psycho, Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Buffalo Bill from The Silence of the Lambs all bear the mark of Ed Gein's sinister legacy. These iconic characters have haunted the nightmares of countless individuals, ensuring that Ed Gein's chilling presence endures through the ages. Ed Gein's heinous crimes and unsettling life story continue to both disturb and captivate the public. His lasting impact on popular culture stands as a testament to the dark corners of the human psyche and the terrifying power of inspiration drawn from the depths of depravity. Through the lens of horror, society grapples with the unsettling realities of individuals like Ed Gein, whose horrors transcend the boundaries of fiction and penetrate the core of our collective fears. We appreciate you tuning in and hope you enjoyed this story. If you enjoy these true stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on our latest grim tales. Share your own close calls in the comments below, and remember, true tales can be truly twisted. Until next time, stay curious.